Did you know we are the only species that sprays our food with poison so that nothing else eats it, and then we eat that food ourselves? This isn't some random fact. This is a daily choice we make without even thinking about it. And today, we're going to expose what's really happening on our farms, what it's doing to our bodies, and most importantly, how we can break free from this toxic paradox. Welcome back to the Green Blueprint. Let's dive in. Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about why farmers spray crops with chemicals? The simple answer is pest control. Insects, fungi, weeds, they destroy crops. So farmers use insecticides, fungicides, and herbicides to protect their yields. Makes sense, right? But here's where it gets dark. Those chemicals don't just disappear after spraying. They stick to the food, they soak into the soil, and worst of all, they end up inside your body when you eat that food. This is the poison paradox. We intentionally apply toxic substances to food to make it less appealing to animals, and then we are the only species crazy enough to consume it. The research shows just how widespread this is. 96%, that's nearly 1 in 1, of conventionally grown produce contains pesticide residues. Let's get specific. What chemicals are we actually talking about here? Organophosphates. These are insecticides that literally attack the nervous system of insects, and yes, they affect ours too. Glyphosate. You probably know it as Roundup, the world's most widely used herbicide, linked to tumors, DNA damage, and endocrine disruption. Pyrethroids, synthetic insecticides that can cause neurodevelopmental problems in children. And here's the scary part. Most food doesn't get hit with just one chemical. It's a cocktail. Spinach can have up to 7 different pesticide residues in a single sample. Strawberries, 92 to 98% detection rate. 5 different pesticides per sample. Now, let's talk about what this means for your health, because the research is honestly terrifying. When you ingest these pesticides, even in small amounts, they don't just pass through your body harmlessly. They accumulate. Short-term exposure, that can cause nausea, vomiting, respiratory irritation, seizures. But it's the long-term effects that should really concern us. Cancer, leukemia, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, breast cancer, prostate cancer, neurological disorders, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, ADHD, cognitive impairments, hormonal chaos, reduced fertility, early puberty, diabetes, obesity, and for children, developmental delays and birth defects. But here's where it gets really infuriating. The regulations are not the same everywhere. The US allows 3 times more glyphosate on wheat than the European Union, 30 milligrams per kilogram in America, 10 milligrams per kilogram in Europe. Same chemical, same food, 3 times the allowed poison. Why? Industry pressure, lobbyists, and regulatory capture. The EU has banned over 600 pesticides. The US still allows over 90 chemicals that the EU considers too dangerous. And Canada? The weakest regulations of all developed nations. But the most twisted part? Rich nations ban chemicals domestically, then export them to developing countries. Pakistan and India lead with 36 and 31 EU violation alerts in 2025 alone. Those contaminated foods? They come back on our plates. But here's the good news. We have solutions, natural solutions that work. Neem oil spray. This is nature's pesticide champion. Here's how to make it. Mix 1 to 2 tablespoons of cold-pressed neem oil, 1 teaspoon of liquid soap, and 4 cups of warm water. Shake it up thoroughly. This spray is effective against over 200 insect species plus fungi, and it's completely non-toxic to humans and pollinators. Garlic and chili spray. This one's a repellent powerhouse. Take 1 bulb of garlic, crushed, 8 to 10 chili peppers, 4 cups of water plus 1 teaspoon of liquid soap. Let it sit overnight. Strain it. Spray on plants weekly or after rain. The result? Insects lose their appetite and your crops stay healthy, with 0 chemical residue. And soap spray, the simplest of all. Just 2 teaspoons of liquid soap in 4 cups of water. It suffocates soft-bodied insects on contact. Safe, effective, and something you probably already have in your kitchen. But what if I told you nature has its own pest control army? Ladybugs. Each one eats hundreds of aphids daily. Parasitic wasps. They attack caterpillars and aphids. Even plants signal for help. When attacked, they release chemicals that attract beneficial insects. Biological controls achieve 50 to 90% pest reduction without any residues. So what can you do starting today? First, buy organic versions of the dirty dozen: strawberries, spinach, kale, grapes, green beans. Second, wash all produce 15 to 20 seconds under running water. This reduces residues significantly. Third, choose the clean 15 when you can't buy organic: pineapple, avocado, sweet corn. And finally, support local certified organic farmers. They're already breaking the poison paradox.
Here's what gives me genuine hope.
The EU's farm-to-fork strategy will halve pesticide risk by 2030. Thousands of certified organic farms worldwide are proving that safe, abundant food production is possible without toxic chemicals. The poison paradox is not inevitable. It's a choice. And right now, millions of people are choosing something better. If you're ready to join them, hit subscribe right now. We drop new green DIYs and tips every single week to help you reclaim your health and save the planet. Follow us on Instagram at thegreenblueprint_TGB for daily tips, more content, and exclusive DIY hacks. Check our link in bio for our favorite sustainable choices. And drop your top veggie choice in the comments if you learned something wild today. Tell me, what's one thing you're going to change about your food choices after watching this? Let's start the conversation down below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Stay green, stay healthy, stay informed.